How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here. Hope you're having a great day. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to play Wholehearted by Extreme on guitar. Now, this is definitely an extreme 12-string song. It's a lot of fun to play. It's got some epic riffs in it. And I recently had to do a recording project where I had to cover this song, and it was a lot of fun to just listen to, transcribe, and try and nail the parts as close as I possibly could. And after I did that project, I thought I have to share this with you all here. So that's what today's lesson is about. I'm going to break down this song. Now, it's a bit more of an advanced lesson. I'm going to be going through the riffs and the main sections so you can put it all together and get playing this song today. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for the support here on the channel, and hitting the thumbs up button just really helps out the channel, so thank you for that. All right, with that said, let's dive into today's lesson. As a side note, make sure that you tune down your guitar 1/2 step. That's what they did on the original recording, and that's what I'm doing in this lesson, so you'll be able to play along with me, but you gotta tune down 1/2 step. Let's learn how to play Wholehearted by Extreme. Now, I am gonna be playing this song on a 12-string guitar, which you may notice that's what I have here with 6 extra strings. Now, of course, you can play this on a regular 6-string. It's just on the original recording, you hear a 12-string, and this is one of my favorite guitars. It's a Guild 12-string that I have. It's one of the best 12s I've ever played. So let's start off with the intro. Now keep in mind this is a little bit more of an advanced lesson, so I'm going to show you the 4 main sections and the riffs as well. So we start off with an intro that sounds like this. Then we kick into the riff right there. So you'll notice that we're just using a D shape here. And we're gonna start on the D shape, and then we're gonna move it up 2 frets. And we're gonna get, if this is a D, this would be a D sharp and then an E, but we're keeping that D in the bass. So it gets this really cool slash chord sound just by, D/E or D over, or rather E over D. Keeping that D string in the bass, but moving the upper triad there. So 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're gonna do a down strum on 1 E and then on the of 1, we'll do an up strum. 1 E and 2 and on the and of 2, we'll move that chord up from D to E. So 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4, or we'll let it ring out. It's not a rest. So 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do it again. 1 E and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and. Then we do a little arpeggiation here. So we're up here on the E over D, and we're gonna start on the first string and go first string, second string, third string, or E, B, G strings. So 1, 2. Then we start to add some more strumming here. We're gonna do the same D to E over D. And my hand's kind of 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. I'm kind of thinking, starting to lean towards a 16th note groove. Then we go, love that part. So it starts on the D, goes up to E over D, and then F over D. So if this is an E, this is an F, and still got the D in the bass. So you can think of this as a D minor 7, so. So that intro all together goes 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. Arpeggiate, 2. Add some more strumming, and then take it all the way up. Then we go. gets into the riff here, which is pretty tricky. We've got some intense hammer-ons and pull-offs and some riffs in between, like some bluesy chords. So we're gonna start by playing the open A string with the 5th fret of the D string. And we're gonna immediately hammer on to 7. And so we come out of this 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do this little pull-off. So we're gonna play 7, pull off to 5, pull off to open. Then we play the 3rd fret on the A string, and then I play an A chord there. So it's da 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 da. What a cool riff. Then we come up to this bluesy figure that goes. So we're playing an A7. This is open, 5, 6, 5, starting on the A string. And we're gonna hammer to that. This is a minor third to a major third, which is a typical sound that you hear in the blues. And I talk about this a lot in my program. It just helps you be able to understand the blues elements and how to identify them in songs. So we're gonna hammer. I mean, the basic idea here is that, in a simplified version, is that you're hammering from 5 to 6, which is the flat third, to the major third, which gives you that bluesy sound, like. So. And then after we do that hammer, we're gonna take our 3rd finger and play a D here. This is a D triad with an A in the bass. We're just going back and forth. 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and a. And my strumming hand is just going back and forth. So far we're gonna play. Then we do the riff again. This time, instead of going to an A chord, we're gonna pick the D string, which would be like the 4 chord. Again, another blues idea. Then we do a different lick. So that lick starts on the D string and does a hammer to the 2nd fret, then the G string. And then you're gonna slide 3 to 5, open D, so. Then hammer from 2 to 3 on the A string. And then you're gonna go. This is a little tricky part here. We're gonna do a pull off. 3, 2, 0 on the A string. And then 3rd fret of the low E. And then open A. So. Now some people play it instead of here. They go. Which is another way of playing it as well. I just like the open string sound. To me, it sounds very bluesy. You know, I think of people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, who played blues figures and stuff, and they use that open position. So, especially on acoustic, open strings just sound great. So the whole riff all together goes. And then we're gonna continue that riff over the verse until we get to the pre-chorus. And I'll play coming out of that riff into the pre-chorus. So that's the pre-chorus there, and now I call these chords hippie chords. Because because I think of all those songs like Over the Hills and Far Away. Or Supertramp. Where they're basically just taking these triads on the top 3 strings. You know, a lot of times it's just a D shape there. So we're gonna start on the D, then we're gonna move it all the way up to the 9th fret, which makes it an A. Then we'll go to the 7th fret, which makes it a G. Then we'll play this A triad here, so we're changing the shape. This is 6, 5, 5. So that's D to A over D, G over D, A over D, D. Then we do a classic, another blues figure here. Again, the blues is so important to know as a guitar player. We're gonna play an A7, open, 2, open, 2, open. And then we're gonna move up to this shape here. Again, more hippie chords. It's that sound. Then we'll go to 5 and 5 here. I like those chords because you've got this 6th interval in here. Can we do the first part again? And that brings us to the last part of this song, which is the chorus, and it goes like this. So what I played here is I started on a G chord, and then I walked up. That's open, 2, 3, to a C chord. And then D to E with a D in the bass. Just like the intro, right? 2 bars of that. And then G. This time, I walk up to a C9 chord, which is 3, 2, 3, 3. Now you could just play a C. If you want to keep it easy, play a C. But the C9's got that cool jazzy sound to it, or you know, T-Bone Walker, you know, a blues chord. And again, blues elements all over this. If you really want to learn how to understand this style, check out my program below. So you got C9 here, and then you go D to E over D again. So it's G, C, D, E over D, D, E over D, then again G, C9, and then I do this. So this is like, it's an advanced sort of arpeggiating technique. So I'm playing an F add 9, C over E, and then that's a little pull off there. 2, 0, 3, D. So again, another lick in there. A lot of licks off of the chords. This is a great song for working on that. Then everything goes back. We come back out of this right into that intro riff. Now after we play verse 2, we do chorus 2. Now chorus 2 is a double chorus. So I'll play that for you, and it's basically the same thing, It's all the same parts. We're just putting it together like this. I'll show you. Here's the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as before. Then you do the chorus again. G, M, I, and a C, then D. Then we do this 4 times. Last time, end on D. Have fun working on Wholehearted by Extreme. Make sure to take it slow. A lot of these hammer-ons and pull-off riffs are gonna take some time to be able to get clean. So make sure you practice those slow and just do it each day as you work on building up your strength. You also wanna make sure that you don't have a lot of tension as you're playing this. So don't try and force it, but just slowly work on it and you'll build up the stamina. Before you go, I've got a free gift for you in the description below. You can get a PDF all about soloing. It's another great resource that I have for you that's going to help you with your lead playing. It's a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions, and you can buy it on the iTunes bookstore for $15 if you want to support me, or you can get it for free in the description below. Have fun practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.